right. What's up, everybody? I figured we look at the cues real quick because this is gonna be a quick video. So just make sure you hit the bell, hit the bell because I think I'm coming live later today. All right. So I just can't be live as long as I want to be live because I got some things to do. Gotta go to lunch. Gotta go to lunch with my girl, man. I think that's very important to go to lunch with your girl. Hey, what's your girl doing for lunch? At least call and let her know that you're thinking about her. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to lunch with her. So I'm gonna just talk about the cues real quick. Right. So looking at the cues, I'm looking at this bounce right here. I did play the bounce, right? I got long. I think I mentioned it in my other videos. Just not necessarily long on the cues, but just long on stocks. What I was doing was selling puts. All right, I was selling SPY puts when in the teeth of that sell-off, man. I just got some balls, and I was just like, I'm selling puts. I'm selling put spreads, and I tell you what, it's scary. It's scary, and I always think when you're selling options, when it's scary, you're probably gonna be right. When you're selling and it feels good, you're probably gonna have some trouble with that position. But it was scary, and the last of those puts actually came off this morning. I was selling like 7 days out, 12 days out, 24. You know, I was kind of just going across the calendar month over the 30s, and I think the last of them sold. And I just recently put on some iron condors. Okay, now I was talking about the the SPY. Let's talk about the Qs. So here we go, man. That right there is pretty perfect. I know if you're listening to the media, they talking about the 10-year and this and rates. You're always gonna hear ugly stories when the market is going down, right? It's not gonna be like, hey, the market's down 5%, everything's all good. You're not gonna hear that. So we're bouncing. I think we have to pay attention to this bounce because even though we're on a trend line, if we break that low right here, let me kind of close this window right here. If we break this low, this is where I think we could be in trouble because then we're going to officially make a lower low, right? Because we're going to kind of come down like so. If you look at this, you got the right, nice perfect bounces, and we're making low, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and we do want to make a higher high. We do. I don't know if we can though, because all right, let's bring fundamentals in the picture. Just when you look ahead and you look at the 10-year, you look at the inflation. Oh my gosh, man, it really does look like it's gonna be out of control. I just don't know how they can reel it back in. But when you look at that stuff, and you look at Bitcoin, you got to get that Bitcoin. You got to get that Bitcoin. That should be another video. Anyway, but when you look at the stuff, are we really going to kind of head way up here? I don't know. I'm not saying we're not, but it just seems like the headwinds are for real this time. For real. But anyway, we're all clear. We do have we bounced off this perfectly, and I think we can trek to the upside. Look at the stochastic. I am looking at the weekly chart, by the way. You look at the stochastic coming down, and we didn't turn yet. Okay, I know it's early, but we didn't turn yet. So let's hopefully we turn and we can just ride it back up. Maybe earnings are going to come in good. I don't know. I don't know what's going to make it go up. I don't even know what's going to make it go down. Like, that's why I just kind of look at these charts. But for the most part, everything looks all good until we break that low, man. That low is 350. All right, we had 361. All right, 11 points to the downside, and I don't know. All right, I don't know. Let's go to the daily and see what the daily bounce, looking at what it looks like off the bounce, right? So this is when we came in hard. We came in hard right to the trend line, and that was so perfect. Yeah, I was selling those puts. And it worked out, right? Look at the gap up. We're filling the gap, so maybe we can just kind of still work our way up. You can see the stochastic is pointing up. Everything looks good there. Look at selling. Look at the volume. That was actually coming down. We don't really have the volume yet, other than this day, right? This week right here. And I think that was because mainly it was oversold. It was oversold for a while. Let's look at what that actually was from that top to that bottom. We was down 8.27%. Didn't quite hit that 10% correction territory. And I guess it was close. But you look at that. What was I saying? We gapped up, kind of coming back down. So let's just see. Just keep an eye on it. We don't want to kind of break that low, and I think we're in trouble. So this all looks good. Let's just keep an eye on it. I want to see some more volume coming on the buy side, right? So like that volume, that sell-off we had I guess that was 2 days ago. What was that, Friday? We sold off. I don't remember, but there was some volume there. So let's just see. Let's just see what's Let's just keep an eye on it. But so far, I like it. I think it's all good. Let's look at the VIX, because the VIX had come in, and it was another sign that I wanted to sell my puts. I had said in a video somewhere over here, right? I was like, man, I think the VIX is going to be over 30. Right? I said it like that. And sure enough, we got up to 28. All right. We didn't reach 30, but I got rid of all my puts, all of them. And you can see what happened, right? Kind of came up and down, but we're still, if you look at this VIX, we broke here, but VIX is choppy. But the trend since August is still up. So just be leery of that, even though it looks like we're trying to come down. We came down pretty hard on the VIX, right? What is that, 11 days ago? 26% down. So we hit that 25 mark. What was scaring me? Let me see if I can find it. Looking at the weekly. See how I don't know if it was the weekly. What the hell was I looking at? I think it might have been here, how we came up and we consolidated here. And this is actually what I was concerned. I was like, wow, we're not giving it up. We kind of came up here to 24. We just hanging up in here, but we did break down. So that's good. That's good. I like that. All right. So maybe we can head back down to the 17, 16. If the VIX starts trending down, of course, the market's going up. So, we can keep an eye on the VIX. But when the VIX is up here, this is where, if you're worried about the market, this is where you want to actually put those puts on. You want to put them on. Right? You don't really want to put them on up here. That's why I got rid of them. And, put them on. Yeah, you could lose money, but you do have the insurance going on. Jewelry box is sneaking, watching me. Now, I saw your comment, but I was just able to kind of get close and read it because, I need the glasses. Where my monitor sits. I need those glasses. So anyway, yeah, there's the VIX. It's low, but it's kind of, just beware. You do want to buy them down here if you're worried. You don't want to buy it up here. So, yes, you could lose money, but you will have the insurance. And then I'm going to look at the 10-year real quick because, right, this is what they talking about. Oh, look at that. And you can see, I mean, it is for real. I mean, the thing is just going up, right? I'm surprised, actually, the market is up. Let me see what the Qs are doing. Yeah, it's only up 0.16%. So, and I guess it's taking its cues off this yield, man. This yield really needs to kind of start, at least go sideways, do something. So right now the yield is at 1.614%. But, look at it. Just, what day is this? Just September 22nd? We was way down here, 1.283. Now already, what is that, a half a point up? Half or basis points. Always half of, what is that? What did I say? Half? I always get that wrong, man. So this 0.5 up. Oh man, is that 50 basis points? Yeah, 50 basis points for the most part higher. Anyway, 27%, 25 days. So that yield is just going up. If we do look at, like, can this thing hit some resistance? I like stock charts. I like looking at charts of equities. But when I look at the VIX, when I look at the yield, I don't know if does resistance and all that work? I don't know it. But, if it was a stock, we kind of heading up here, look to the left there, you have all that resistance. So maybe we'll take a chill pill. I don't think we'll just blast through that gray area I just drew. So maybe that is good for the equities, especially the NASDAQ stocks. So I'm out here with the weekly. And yeah, if you look at that, man, it just looks like it just wants to head up, right? I'm going to clear all of this stuff out so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's clear that, do that. And then here's the low. Well, I've got the wrong, right? Here's a higher low. Here's the high, right? After this low, right? Low, high, higher low. So do we come up here somewhere and make a higher high? That won't be good for stocks. And that's what makes me think that what was I talking? That this recent, let me go back to the Qs once again. Oh, come on, draw on me. That's what makes me think that we're not really gonna set a high. All right, I don't think we're coming up here, unless the 10-year just starts to tank, or I should say, well, the yield starts to tank. Because if the yield is tanking, it means they're buying it, right? It's a little opposite there. But so I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a feeling we're just gonna kind of drift a little sideways, and if I were to take a guess, maybe sideways action to actually lower. That's my guess. All right. But the chart looks good. The chart's all clear, man. The chart's perfect. Because if you would have bought here, you would have been right. If you would have bought here, you would have been right. If you would have bought here, you would have been right. Well, what's the difference here, right? The chart it's not showing us anything to make us be scary. We're just kind of trying to predict with the other stuff, right? So looking at this chart, it's all clear, but just keep an eye on it, because I really do feel if we just start going down and we definitely break that low, be careful, right? Just start having a new game plan. All right, man, that's my video for today. Why not got on error? YouTube not receiving enough video to maintain a stream. Viewers are experiencing trouble. I got JRH in the house. What's up, Dre? And JB. Oh, Jury Box. Okay. And Mr. Jerry. It's saying my video's jacked up. I got an error. I never seen that before. A big yellow bar going across my screen. Anyway, I'm ending the video here. I might come back live later. So if you catch this on a replay, make sure you hit the bell so you know when I'm live. All right. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully this video helped you out. And later on, we'll talk about some actual stocks. We'll look at more at some stocks, and my faves, so I need you in here because I need to know your faves, because I'm going to talk about the Amazon and the Peloton and the MicroStrategy and the Tesla. That's what I'm going to talk about, but I want to know what you're going to talk about. All right, so I'll talk to you later. Peace, y'all.